Yo, what is going on, guys? This is ProfessorLoki, and in this video, well, before I do start, we're going to do a Q&A next video, hopefully, because we're about to reach 10,000 subscribers. So if you do want, please post in the comments right now any questions you want. It could be about my life, it could be about just in general thing. Now, make sure it's appropriate, because if it's not, then obviously I'm not gonna, have your comment in the video that I'm gonna make we'll see. Whenever I reach 10,000, I will make that video basically. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about basically the future for this channel and the reason, like the pros and cons about Smite and the pros and cons about a new game that I'm thinking to play, which is called Paragon. Also, do excuse this gameplay. Like, I'm so used to pressing the Q, W, like Q, E, R, because in Paragon, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, it's Q, E, R, right click, and all that stuff. So I'm a little rusty on this, so I might accidentally, like, press the wrong buttons or something like that. So excuse me for that. Anyway, whoops, just hit my mic. So, why? A lot of people are asking me, am I really going to be quitting Smite? Technically, yes, if because I haven't played Smite in about a week or so, really. That's why you don't see so much Smite content anymore for a while because I just don't want to play Smite. I don't enjoy it. And the reasons are because I can't do what I should be able to do. Um, so what is the point of assassins? What is the point of assassins? The point of assassins is to kill the squishies, but what really bothers me is that I'm unable to kill squishies when everyone just buys defense and health. And it just bothers me so much that in season 3, I mean, sure, people like to argue saying that in season 3 it's all about burst, but to my eyes, I just see Aegis, defense, and health. So I don't see how much that it really like how's that burst. I mean, like all I see like a few months ago, people were building a warrior, void shield, and breastplate of valor like right off the bat, and it was just so frustrating. Even today, right now, there's junglers who are just rushing void shield, or like they'll get Hydra's lament and then into a void shield or something like that, and it's just I don't know. It just doesn't. It kind of ruins the fun for all the characters who has a kit that's built for killing, and mainly which is Loki. Loki is a complete single target character, and he deals a lot of burst and DPS damage, and he's supposed to kill people, but there is just so many ways to prevent that burst, which is why I'm not liking Smite. It's also a very frustrating game. It's very annoying as well. And I'm not saying that this is the like only game that's frustrating and annoying. No, no, I'm like I played a Paragon a lot recently, and I can see some cons about that game, and I'll talk about it in a second here. But it just Smite is just generally a game where it's just rage, toxicity, like people the Smite community is garbage. People are very toxic. People do not know the definition of positive feedback or just the word positive in general. And as much as like I'm a Loki player, I do complain a lot about actives and other things about the game, but I don't like whenever you're playing a game, if someone's doing bad, why bother spamming GG, spamming you rock, or just saying that, oh, dude, you're crap or whatever, we're losing because of you. It's like, I just don't see the point of that. It just ruins everything. Like, I've taken like advice from other people and like legit every time like the toxicity is so bad in Smite that every time I spawn I always mute my entire team instantly because they're so annoying. And like it's like for example if I show my stats, right? People expect me to be the entire carry, and if I do bad, I just get a bunch of BM and crap, and it just bothers me a lot. It just it's not fun playing Smite anymore. Smite's all about just competitiveness and that's it. There is no you can't have fun in Smite without like if you try to have fun in Smite, you're gonna lose. That's the simplest way to put it. Now, sure, you can have some fun ways like go pure guardians, pure damage. Like sure, that's just some form of fun, but to the enemy that isn't fun at all. And it's just I don't know, I just you can't have fun in Smite really without being so try hard every game or competitive every game. Or to me at least. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I've been having that issue a lot. So, every time I play Smite, I try to even put music in the background just to chill, but every time I play Smite, I always focus extremely just to win because if I don't, my team's either going to report me, they're going to harass me, they're going to do all that stuff. That and also because I can't actually do anything in the game without actually trying. Like for example, I always have to know when Aegis is up and down, always have to know all that stuff, and it's just so frustrating. Um, So maybe that's just at my elo, or maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Because in this video, obviously, I was having a fun time because everyone was squishy. No one was building defense, so I was able to kill whoever I want, and that's the way it should be, in my opinion, because that's how it is in Paragon. Um, so now talk about Paragon. Um, Really, the only problem with Paragon I can see is maybe a few balances, and also the game is just generally a little slower. So I wouldn't mind having the game a little bit faster. It's really like not that big of an issue. Like I don't mind a 40-minute game, but every game is more than 40 minutes in Paragon to me. So it's just kind of, makes it redundant to me. It's just I don't know. It just makes me want to queue 2 games and that's it. That's how I feel in Paragon. But and also it's just a good thing about Paragon is, well, so far I have not seen really any BM in Paragon because nobody texts or types. Sorry, nobody types in Paragon. Like no one at all. You don't see there is no after lobby. I think there's like no lobbies that you after the game you'll hear the enemy complain about report this nerf, report this nerf, report this nerf for feeding, blah blah blah. Like I don't see any of that crap in Paragon. It makes me happy. The only thing that is BM in the game so far I've seen in Paragon is the fact that people spam good job. And but that's like avoidable. I just don't care about that. I can mute them if that. I don't know if there is actually an option to mute. I'm gonna figure that out. If there is, I'm gonna mute the person who spams it because it's annoying as hell. But it's like it's not that bad compared to people just typing, like sitting still in the game, typing like, dude, you're so bad, blah blah, and arguing back and forth and back and forth. It's just so annoying, and it also just ruins the game. So in Paragon, there isn't really like that. There is people who just spam good job, and that's about it. So, and I can handle, I can work our way around that. So far, the BM in Paragon is a lot less than in Smite, which is another reason why I like the game. Also, because unlike Smite, Paragon is currently in a burst meta, or arguably in a burst meta, because tank health just got nerfed. I mean, also damage got nerfed too. For example, crit, you can only get like 4% crit, which is nothing, which is like the base stat of it. The upgrade cards will give you more crit, yes, but the base stat of the cards are very weak. So they basically nerfed tank, and they also nerfed damage. But the fact that tank is so kind of useless now, like nobody builds tank. It's the term I see a lot in Paragon is kill or be killed. Um, so that's basically the term. I'm not really like against that. See, in my point of view, this is how I want a game to be. If someone builds tank, they have to go full through it. No hybrids. I'm tired of bruisers and hybrids and crap because it's annoying. Um, so it's like if you want to be damaged, you got to go through it. If you want to be tanky, you got to go through it. You can't just pick both. I mean, sure, you can, but I don't. If you pick a defense item, then your power should not be like over mine. You shouldn't be able to really fight me. Sure, you'll sustain through team fights more. But if we were to 1v1 right now, I should win at the end. That's it. That's how I think, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying that I should one-shot people who are tanky. That's not what I'm talking about. If, for example, a Summo Kong builds defense and I go pure damage, at the end, even though at the end I should win because I have more damage than him, but since he is so tanky, the fight is prolonged. As in, it'll take me longer to kill him, but eventually I should be able to kill him. But in Smite, that's not how it works. If someone builds hybrid, they can basically 1v1 anyone who's building damage until the very late game of the game. And even then, like, it doesn't matter. It's just, if you don't have lifesteal, you're really unable to actually really box. Like, Hunters late game can box anyone because they have lifesteal. But in reality, if they didn't have lifesteal, they wouldn't be able to really box anyone. So, and also, yeah, keep in mind that hunters do a lot of damage late game too. That's another reason why too. But in Paragon, there's tanky characters, but everyone just builds damage in the game, which is I really what I like. Is not only I can kill people, they can also kill me equally as fast. That's what I want. So I do kind of agree with the kill or be killed term because it makes the game more fun. Getting more kills in general just is fun. Like I can go a game where I go like 20 and 0 as like Kallari for example, but I can still lose because the game is not all about kill based. See, in Smite, here's my question to all you guys. You guys think that you guys should never ever die once in the game. You think that dying in the game is such a bad thing and it's all over if you die, and you guys complain about please nerf this character or please buff defense, etc. It's like the whole point of assassins is to kill you. The whole point of mages and hunters is to kill you. The whole point of guardians and warriors are meant to deal little damage and also sustain, while guardians are meant to take a lot of damage and deal little to none damage. But in Smite, we always know that guardians are very strong. That's why they're like the top band in every freaking game. Also because they're heavy CC too. In Paragon, there's not a lot of CC in the game. There is a lot of soft, but little to none to hard CC. I've never really seen me struggling with like this constant freeze or like constant CC. Like Ymir gets his freeze up every few seconds and just constantly freezes me for 2 seconds, unable to do anything. While in that game, their only hard CC is their ultimates. That's what I like. Your ultimate is a hard CC, the rest of your kit is a soft CC. That's what I like. That's really good because that forces you to know when and where to use your ultimate, and also because it's a higher cooldown, meaning that you can't be stunned every freaking second. It's great. So that's what I saw so far about Paragon. It's just there's not that much CC. Also, there is no Aegis. I mean, there is Aegis apparently in the game, but nobody buys it because it's too expensive, which is good. That's how it's supposed to be. In Smite, you can get a full tier Aegis at rank level 1. Sure, the cooldown's 160 seconds, but that's literally nothing when it comes to MOBA time. Talk about 160 seconds in Paragon. Yeah, that's nothing, my friend. A Paragon average match in Paragon is like 40 minutes to 50 minutes. So a 160-second cooldown is like nothing. And in Smite, it also still is nothing because the average game of Conquest is like 20 to 30, maybe even 40 minutes depending on how the game goes. Um, that or mostly just 10 minutes because people just F6 in that game like crazy. Paragon, they do F6, but not as much as I've seen so far. They also have the same problem as Smite, as in there are DCers in Paragon. That's just it. That's just something normal, really. And when it comes to multiplayer games, there's people always gonna have bad connection, or there's always gonna be those people who rage quit. Um, Thinking of a Kami right now. Sorry, Kami, if you're watching this, but he knows it's true. He does. Kami himself does rage quit a lot. In fact, he rage quitted yesterday with me when I was playing Paragon. He didn't enjoy the character, so he just left the game. Just instantly, just left the game. He doesn't care. He just leaves the game. Like, dang, I would never have the balls to do that. I just feel bad, really. So what will happen to me? Okay, so if season 4 becomes a tank meta, I'm sorry guys, but I'm done with Smite. I cannot handle another season of me not being able to kill a target, even though my whole entire kit is meant to kill people. You're not supposed to, like, it's just, I don't know, that's just how I think. Now, many people in this comments are gonna be like, oh, so you're saying that, Loki should be able to kill whoever he wants whenever he wants. Yes and no. The thing is, though, I can kill you as much as you can kill me. That's what I want. I want a game where you are able to kill the person equally as fast as they can kill you, but at the end, it just all depends on skill, positioning, and timing. If my timing and positioning is better than yours, then I will win the fight. So it's just how I really think. Um, I don't like it how you can be you can be legit skillless piece of crap who does okay, that's a bad thing to say. You can be skillless, right? You can be completely skillless, but if you just build defense, eventually you'll just win the fight because of your defense and just have your base damage from your abilities. Like Ymir's ultimate is like 1,000 damage, right? That's totally fair. So even though it is avoidable, I'm fully aware, but it's just 1,000 damage in a guard. Like what? Come on. If you look up the word guardian right now, you'll find something about protector or something like that. Like I don't think a guardian dealing damage is protecting anyone. He's just killing people. Like that's not a role. Like majority of the time you don't see people building pure defense anymore. You see people building like 3 defense item and like the rest power. Or if you're a character like a warrior, because warriors have very high base damage, like for example, Kami played Fenrir, right? He's basically Fenrir is kind of like known as a warrior, really, because he just builds bruiser. So Okami built pure defense one game. He had like no power. He doesn't even have boots. He was building pure power. He had wing blade for boots, basically. Like he had hide, wing blade. The only damage he had in his entire kit was Titan's Bane. At the end, he had the highest player damage in like a 30 or 40-minute game. Dumbest thing ever. Now, obviously, that's not going to be in every single game, but what I'm saying is, a Fenrir or someone no matter whether they're assassin, guardians, or whatever, they should not be able to just build pure tank and still deal a lot more damage than anyone else. That's just the dumbest thing ever. Um, it's like Tyr, for example. Tyr can build bulwark and it just pure damage like breastplate, and just have boots and Yon's Wrath and Titan's Bane, and that's it, and still be out damaging anyone who just builds pure damage. It's not fair in my opinion. So that's basically the reason why I don't play Smite anymore. But in Paragon, you build pure damage. Someone else builds pure damage. If you fail to initiate correctly, if you fail to play correctly, you will lose. So That's just how I like it. Also, when people are low or people are making mistakes like lazy backing or they just generally make bad plays, they should deserve the punishment and get killed rather than pressing Aegis or pressing Sprint and just rolling out there. Like it's just so unfair. Yeah, actives are supposed to give you the advantage of the character, but not total advantage. Like I don't understand. I just don't. I just the actives are really broken in the game. So anyway, if season 4 becomes a tank meta, I'm leaving for Paragon. What's gonna happen to my channel? I was thinking to delete it, but people said not to. So what I'm gonna do instead is convert my channel to Paragon only by calling, and I might even change my name to ProfessorKallari. Who knows? But for now, this is still a Smite channel. But once season 4 hits by the end of January next year, and if it's another tank meta, my channel will be converted to Paragon only, assuming that Paragon still keeps its burst meta. So that's about it, guys. That's really gonna be my talk here. This is just like a channel update. Also, the Q&A. Don't forget about the Q&A. Please post me your questions down below, and I will read them, and I will have them on the next video whenever I reach 10,000 subscribers. Again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all Loki players or Loki and non-Loki players next time.